What's up, fellow YouTubers? It is I, the one and only HeathAve. It is Thursday, at least by the time I'm recording this, and I had a pretty good weekend and stuff because I had the house all to myself, just peace and quiet. Because basically, my family went to Las Vegas. I had the option to go, but I was like, someone might as well watch the house and gives me a chance to just live in the house with peace and quiet, watching Netflix, which I actually did a lot of. Kind of odd, I did that more than gaming, but hey, during the weekend, and didn't have to be disturbed about anything. Most of the time, anyways. And speaking of Netflix, I have finally gotten to watching Jessica Jones. And here are my thoughts. It's good. Like, there's parts that I really liked about it, but then there's also parts that I just... Like the love triangle that happened with the whole divorce lawsuit stuff, and honestly, I did not find that interesting at all. There's some characters I'm like, God, I really don't like these characters. But the few good characters that I really like, David Tennant as wait, was it Tennant? Yeah, as Kilgrave, good villain, very stalkerish though, but I mean, of course, that's kind of how he's supposed to be. How he's supposed to be. It's like, oh, Jessica, come back to me. Anyways. But he gave a pretty good performance, very manipulating, very demanding, but also like has that stalkerish like, whoa. But I thought it was pretty cool, his performance. Crap, what's the name of the chick that plays Jessica Jones? I forget her name. It's like, okay. Like I thought she did good. It's like, I kind of wish there was more parts. Whoa, the light just reflected. Sorry about that. The light just like... I thought she gave a good performance. I would have kind of wished she would have been a little bit more snarky how she was in some moments. And it's like, I want to see more of this. But it's like mostly she was like dark and brooding a lot with her traumatic past and all that. Her best friend that she grew up with, Trish, I thought she gave... I'm not gonna know all these actors and actresses' names. She gave a pretty good performance as well. Thought she was really cool. Luke Cage. Oh wait, that might have been a spoiler if you haven't watched the season. And he's like in, what, first episode? Luke Cage is in it, and it's like, oh my god. Luke Cage, when is he gonna get his own series? Because he's awesome. But if I had to compare, like, let's just skip to, instead of talking about all the stuff, like, if I had to compare to another, like, let's say a Netflix original series that is also Marvel, like, let's say... Oh, I don't know, Daredevil. If I had to compare it to that, I would still put Daredevil up higher. To me, it just had a much better rounded cast. The guy that played as Kingpin, oh my god, he did such a good job. I mean, David Tennant. They're still both like really good villains, but Kingpin's like on a more complexity level. I rank him higher. And I also watched the first season of Gotham since it was on Netflix. I'm like, alright, why not? I thought it was good. There were some things I'm kind of like, I don't know about this. Like, there's... Like, okay, one character, I don't know why. I just do not like her whatsoever. Fish Mooney, I don't know why. I couldn't really get into Fish Mooney. It's like, okay. And then when it starts focusing on her a lot more later on, I'm like, I don't care. I just did not care for Fish Mooney. Her loyal servant, Butch, I have no problem with. It's like, okay, he's like the grade A actual loyal man. Penguin, I thought Penguin was really good, although there was some parts I'm like, I wish he was kind of built up to be becoming more confident by this point, but, I mean, still very manipulating, very intelligent. I really like that. And, like, that's one side character, Edward Nygma, that you only see a little bit in almost each episode. I'm like, I want to see more of him. Oh my god, because like just the performance he gives, like he's all like walking around with like shoulders leveled and just pops that occasional smirk. It's just like, oh my god, this. And I don't know why. I just really loved his performance as the Riddler. I wish, like, I can't wait to see what he does in season two. Even though season two is already out, but not on Netflix. Sorry. I just use Netflix a lot for stuff to catch up. And if I had to compare, like, one thing I thought was kind of weird about Gotham, I'm not sure what exact time period it takes place in. I'm like watching, I'm like, wait, they have phones, but they have like cell phones, but I'm like, wait. And I'm looking at some of the other stuff, I'm like, okay, they're given a very, very vague description of what year this is taking place in, like what decade. I'm like, huh? I was very confused about that, but I guess it's supposed to be like that. It's supposed to be kind of like you're not sure. I was looking up some stuff. Some people said it might actually been taking place during the 90s, but I'm like, I don't know. And then there's that one cameo that I didn't even realize was a cameo. Kyle Massey played as this. Crap, what was the kid? The kid's name he played as Mackie or something like that. I didn't realize that was Kyle Massey. I'm like, wait a second. It's like, okay, that's pretty dope. And but all around, like, let's see, the mob bosses, like, oh my god, David Zayas, I'd probably butchered his last name, that played as Salvatore Maroni. At first, I didn't even recognize him because I'm so used to the mustache goatee combo. And I was like, I'm watching this guy's performance, like, this guy is really awesome. And I can't help but I feel like I know him somewhere, and I'm looking through IMDb, I'm like, oh my god! Carmine Salvatore. Carmine Falcone. Really great, other character, the other mob boss that's like the head of Gotham. Crap. I don't remember all these actors and actresses' names. The guy that plays as Jim Gordon. I grew to love him, like, later on in the season. Like, at the beginning, it's like, I don't know. But then it's like, when he starts going, like, further on, it's like more by... Hold on, I'm, like, out of the picture. Okay. It's like he's a lot more by the book and stuff. I'm like... At times it can be very amusing. It's like, oh, he has to take this one guy into custody, but these other two are trying to kill him. And it's like, oh, wait, I arrested these guys for attempted murder. And his partner, Harvey Bullock, I don't know why, I just really love this character. Especially, like, the performance given by the actor. It's like this, like, oh, this kind of, this crooked cop, but it's like he wasn't always this way, you know, and he actually has heart in him. Sorry, my hair looks ridiculous right now. It's actually not too long ago I had a shower and I really need to get it cut. Like, and anyways, Gotham. Like, I'm talking a lot about the characters. If I talk about like Gotham, it definitely throws a lot of characters at you. But it's like I say there's some pretty good moments. Some moments I'm kind of like, what? And comparing that to, I was like, should I compare it to Jessica Jones? But it's like, I don't know. One's a Netflix original. The other is like, I could definitely compare Jessica Jones to Daredevil since they're both the same. Like, and I kind of wish Jessica Jones would kind of like, it would have connected with Daredevil a little bit more. Like, I mean, I saw one cameo that really got me going. I'm like, oh my god. But besides that, I don't, at least not to my knowledge, I didn't really see that many references to Daredevil. I would have wished they like had a news report talking about like, oh, the fires that happened or some of the other stuff. But I don't think I really noticed any of that. I'm just kind of like, I can understand why. Um, I just scrap what I was about to say. I'm not even sure where I was going with that. And so yeah, I got a lot of time to watch Netflix, watch Jessica Jones. I rewatched some episodes of The Flash because on Netflix because I'm really digging that show. It's a lot of fun. God, I have so much dust piled up on my desk. And oh, let me show you a few things that my family got when they were out in Las Vegas. Be right back. I got two deck of cards right here. One of them is just Welcome to Las Vegas. I have like a bunch of deck of cards, so I'm like, oh, awesome. Because my mom was like asking me on the phone, it's like, oh, what kind of stuff do you want from Las Vegas? And I'm like, decks of cards. And that's what I got. I don't know why, I just really love cards. Okay, let me put these up. And it's nothing like too, like, it's nothing like really crazy. It's like, okay, there's the Queen of Diamonds. It's like, you know, your basic stuff, but I really like having a deck of cards. And this one is from the Pleasure Pit. From the way my mom described the place, basically you would have dancers on the tables, and I'm like, Anyways, and you know, your basic cards too, but it's like, oh. I really like it when cards are actually like this, and it's like, oh, so if you had it flip-flopped, it wouldn't make, well, that was poor. It doesn't make a difference. I really rather cards do that instead of have like, oh, I should have grabbed my X-Men cards. It's like, you're like, wait, what, X-Men? Well, hey, I'm a big X-Men fan, so I also got X-Men playing cards. Let me just put this up real quick. Oh yeah, and I also got two other things. They're sound-activated lights. Let me explain what... I mean, I don't have any batteries in them right now, but this is what they are. Like, you put the batteries in the back, and you could pin it to your shirt if you really want to. Just walk around all goofy with, like, lights on your chest, or you could pin it on your wall, possibly. And it's like, I'm probably going to pin this on like a wall or something, or, let's see, I have a board right there that I could pin it on. Anyways, and like once I put batteries in them and it's like, clap and they just light up and it's like, oh my god, that's actually really cool. So I got some cool little trinkets from Las Vegas. And I think that's pretty much going to end it for this video. I talked about Netflix, talked about what I thought of Jessica Jones. I thought it was good, but not as good as Daredevil. Daredevil was, like, great. Gotham was good. Had some moments as well, like Jessica Jones, kind of like... Because there were just moments where I'm kind of like, what are you even doing? Because there are, like, these characters that would do the most stupidest thing, and I'm like... But anyways... Before my nose starts about to make me sneeze, this is HeathAve signing off.